Magina. Yeah. Angina. Mukbang. Wow. Alright, I'm here with... Say your fucking name.
Shiroberry.
Shiroberry.
Yeah.
And
I'm here with...
It's actually Kishore.
Kishore. That's true.
It's Bronson Feller or Kishore. And today we have a bunch of random questions for the podcast with my fellow small YouTuber, Shiroberry. Let's get started.
All right.
You can't see them. That's cheating. You can't see the questions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, true.
All right. So tell me about yourself.
Myself?
Yeah, but come a little bit closer.
Am I still in frame?
Yeah.
Let me get real personal. Myself, I don't know. In what
It feels like unnatural talking about yourself.
I'm fine, like, talking about myself. I don't know. I'm Dominic, local funny guy around here, you know what I'm saying?
Utah's funny guy.
Utah's funny guy. I don't know. I play a lot of Smash, watch a lot of anime, play a lot of games, and I care a lot about YouTube. Been doing YouTube.
A little bit louder.
Yeah, been doing YouTube for like about a year.
Yeah, you probably been,
A little bit over
a year and a half.
But I've been doing it since I was like fucking like 14 or some shit like
Wanting to do it, but like
I've been doing it. I just deleted it. Yeah, I just made kid content.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about, have you noticed how like all these YouTubers that are big right now started like when they were like 13?
Really?
Like everyone, like even my favorite, like Sneeko, Mr. Beast, like PewDiePie, like everyone started at like age of 13.
Yeah, I was about that age too. You've seen my first video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if you start out bad, because like just starting out at all, like low key sometimes I feel like I'm making the content that like would be at the level of a 16-year-old.
Really?
Well, I don't know, like in terms of experience.
I don't know. I don't think I learned anything when I was doing YouTube before, like when I was really, really young.
You kind of have like the experience of talking to a camera. That's like kind of why I've been recording podcasts and like things for my second channel.
I guess so, yeah.
Because you kind of just get used, like there's a way to talk to the camera, and also you can analyze, like I say like too much, like I know I'm doing it right now. And you can cut those things out when you're younger. Well, if you have the awareness to, like
I see what you mean.
I hate that word.
But it's also like when you're a kid and you're watching your own videos, you're not analyzing it the same way that you are when you're like older.
Yeah, I know. I can definitely study people now, like way more aware.
Yeah,
I can break down the little things people are doing.
Like when I was a kid, I was like, I just saw any video and I was like, yes, I love videos. And then it would be like a bad video, and I'm like, oh, I just don't care. It's not like I can't really pick out why it's like a bad video or what they could do differently. I think I could do that now pretty well, but like back in the day, it's just kind of like, this doesn't appeal to me. I'm on to the next thing.
I feel like the only thing that separates us right now, because we've studied so much, is genuinely like equipment and I guess just having more help piecing things together, like more cameramen, more money to like if we wanted to do a game show type thing that like Ludwig would do or something, it would cost a lot of money. Not like a lot of money, but you need lighting, a bunch of shit to make everything way more high quality.
More than you get when you're like 13, obviously.
But I feel like I am getting to a point where my videos are like at the higher quality than, extreme YouTubers, prank YouTubers, etc.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So you said you watch anime. How many anime do you think you've seen in total?
I mean, I can look. Let me see. Oh, someone's calling me. Ignore.
Get shit on.
Where is... It's like something like almost 200, I think.
Really?
Completed. Okay, 181 anime completed.
Wow.
And then I have like 29 on hold, 10 on dropped, and then 2 on watching.
What's the worst anime you've ever seen?
watch my Shiroberry video.
Just say it.
It's combatants will be dispatched probably. Yeah. It's by the same people that made Konosuba or whatever. It's like a comedy anime.
How many hours do you think that those animes accumulate to?
Oh, I have no idea. Too many.
Thousands?
Probably. Let's see. I don't know. There, if I go to the website, I can see like how many episodes, and then if I assume every episode is like 22 minutes, then I could do the math. But yeah, I don't know. Because then there's also movies and shit like that. Probably a lot though.
What do you think is like the worst kind of content on YouTube? Like, do you think streamer content's worse or prank YouTubers?
So me personally,
Or like vlog like / prank YouTubers, because that's like, you know, like Gideon and shit.
No, I don't. I don't know who that is.
Danny Duncan.
I don't know any of these people. I'm just not in that world.
Kind of, they're vloggers that. Okay, how about? Would you rather watch Cody Ko or Ludwig?
Cody Ko.
How come?
Ludwig's like one of my least favorite YouTubers.
So what is it about? So you think prank is worse than streamers though? Do you think pranking is the worst? I think it is.
I think
it's
because
the easiest content and it's fucking like brain dead.
You could have that opinion. I personally just, it's not entertaining for someone to just like go up and like, it's just cringy, you know, like
I don't know, it's just like you're harassing NPCs. Like, obviously NPCs are gonna have a reaction, so I feel like it's just exploiting people, and it's just not. It doesn't take like any skill or anything thought provoking. I think, you know what I mean?
It's a little bit exploitive, and it's also like, okay, if you're a YouTuber, a big YouTuber that makes money off of this, and that's like your life, then you have time to go and do this like stupid shit. But the people that you're like pretty much harassing, they're like probably in a bad mood, probably just got back from their like shitty job. They just want to like go home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Long day. And then they have like some guy with like an air horn or some shit like just running up in their face. It's so annoying. It makes me like.
I'm not talking about like prank tubers like, you know, like guys like.
My example is always Too Mad. Like Too Mad, I love Too Mad's stuff.
Yeah, I would say like.
I think he's like hilarious. And then he goes out in public, and it's the worst like content I've ever watched.
Yeah,
it's so bad. But yeah.
So what do you not like about streamer content?
I mean, I don't dislike it. It's fine. I've been watching Small Ant a lot lately.
Small Ant has skill though. Like, there's like something like that's why I don't diss on like MKLeo for posting, like, because you can just watch MKLeo post like Smash content.
Yeah.
Because he's good at what he does. If someone's like the best at what they do and they just want to stream that, like their like path of doing that, and just turn that into content, like I feel like I could see myself doing that. But I feel like if you're gonna make content, you might as well make a format to it. Like, you might as well start it out like a Mr. Beast type way. Like, today we're gonna be doing yada yada. Yeah. I don't know. So then it makes sense of what you're doing. Like, piece things together.
I think there's some Minecraft YouTubers that do that. I have a friend who watches a lot of Minecraft videos, and he likes what's that little kid's name? The British dude.
Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy Innit. I'm pretty sure Tommy Innit like does that. Like, he like starts at the start, and he's like does voiceover for like the start of it.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad content.
I mean, I don't watch it. I have never watched a Tommy Innit thing, but
I want to watch.
Conceptually, I like that idea.
Yeah,
and I don't have a problem with streamer YouTubers or anything like that. I have a problem with like specific people's personality that do streamer stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like Hbox or Ludwig.
So I like Ludwig. So what do you not like about Ludwig?
He's not personable. He's like not a person. He's not a real like
it feels like fake.
He's a VTuber. He's a real life VTuber basically. He's playing a character. That's not who he is. And he doesn't.
Like, you think like he says more fucked up shit like off camera and stuff?
No, I mean, I don't care about that.
No, I don't care about that stuff either. I'm just saying, like, you think he like he's kind of fitting like to appeal to the audience.
Yes, and it's not. I don't think that I know it. He said it himself.
Yeah.
He's like, this is a job to me. I'm here for entertainment. If I stop entertaining you, then leave. And it's like, he's like, I do not.
It cut out. We'll probably use the second camera footage if it's really important. But we were talking about streamers and
I'm trying to remember where we left off.
I went brain dead thinking on it.
Whatever. Yeah, basically, like, there's this thing called parasocial relationships. I think you need at least a little bit to have, like, a connection with your viewer, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I feel like people, like, so for instance, like, I always use Sneeko as an example, but people do not agree with the things he says. Like, they fucking hate what he says, but people will still subscribe because he's being honest. Like, he's being, like, if you're being yourself,
I think there's a lot of reasons.
there's, like, a deeper connection.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you mean. I think a lot of people do subscribe for that reason, but yeah, there's a lot of reasons to subscribe to Sneeko.
Yeah. Well, like, just anyone in general, like, I think just being yourself is important because, like, not everyone's going to agree with the things you say. So you might as well just, like, be yourself and, like, someone will pick up on one of those things. And even if, like, they don't like the things you say in the future, they'll still keep coming back because they connect with one part of you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's just,
But, I
like,
mean, if you want to go mainstream, I don't know.
different people sort of have different ideas of what they want from YouTube. Some people want it as a job, like Ludwig, like Mr. Beast. I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's less about personality, less about themselves, and more about what they're making, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather buy merch from, like, PewDiePie than Mr. Beast. Do you get it?
Yeah, I mean,
Does that make sense?
Yeah. The thing is, I don't really watch Mr. Beast.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's, like, more respectable in what he's done, I guess.
Well, he's just, like, he's Disney, you know, and he's, like, clean.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Hold on, I'm gonna get my drink. Bang right.
All right, so you said you like to play Smash. What are your goals for, like, Smash? Like, competitive scene and content or whatever?
Okay.
Anything.
So, for competitive, it's kind of embarrassing, but I wanted to get top 30 in Utah by the end of the season. But I've only gone 0-2 since the season has started, which is very bad for rankings. I'm probably somewhere in, like, the 200
Didn't you do good in our
range.
one tournament?
The one we went to?
In downtown.
That wasn't part of the season yet. That was
but you did good in that one.
Yeah, I did pretty good. I went okay. I think I went 2-2.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
2-2 is all right, yeah.
Keep going.
And then for content, I don't... Smash content sucks in general. We were talking about this before the stream started. But the fact that HBox is at the top of Smash content is such a bad... such a bad sign. Yes. What can you name another Smash?
Little Z.
Oh, okay. Little Z and Alpharad, but both of them suck also.
Yeah, they're not good. Hungrybox is, like, the top good player.
He's not good either.
Well, but he's not worse than Little Z.
He's probably better than Lil Z. Yeah, he's good at Melee, so it carries over a bit, I guess.
Didn't he, like, do good at a recent tournament? Or am I tripping?
Maybe. I think he makes it out of pools, but that's, like, okay. That's not really that good.
Yeah.
He's probably better than I am, but but still.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as content goes, I want to do, like, a Utah interview series.
Well, like, what if you had to say that, like, you're, because you want to talk to Utah players,
Yeah.
Smash players, and I bet you'll want to go bigger than that.
I don't know, because the reason I want to do Utah is because I want to get these, like, lesser known people.
But, like, what if it becomes mainstream and, like people want, like, you to document, like, these big name Smash players?
It would be difficult because I feel like for me to do what I want to do with this local video series is I would have to, like, move to wherever they go to, like, play games, like, play locals.
We could just do a trip for, like, 2 weeks.
2 weeks is not enough time though, because I want to be, like, integrated into the scene and know, like, all these different things. So, like, for instance, I want to do a video. I don't want to say it just in case it takes a while for me to end up making it, but I want to do videos about people in Utah, and there is, like, Twitter arguments from years ago that I want to bring up.
Oh, because so it's like a really long one, like a like a video essay, documentary.
Not really a video essay. I would just be down sitting with them, being like, "So this thing that happened forever ago, what's the story with that?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I can't do that with like fucking MKLeo because I'd be like, what does it feel to win a tournament?
Yeah.
It's like the most base level shit.
Part of it is like some of the people you want to make videos about. The reason you want to as well is because they have these other parts of them you liked. Like the guy that worked for Adobe and like you said he like family stuff, but like he had like kids and like
yeah, he's a kid.
He has like a life.
He's like successful and he's an adult, like way older than a lot of people in the scene. I just want to ask him like what it's like to be in like a sort of younger community and what his family thinks about that and everything.
And but part of me thinks about like with like Smash and stuff, or not even just Smash, just YouTube in general, like it's hard to connect with some YouTubers because they're just not interesting people. Like what else is there to them besides that? Like I think it would be like even my favorite people, they don't really have anything that interesting like outside of YouTube and like I guess just like ways of thinking, but like there's nothing like cool about them. Like imagine if like your favorite content creator was really good at multiple things. Like he could like be really good at skateboarding, like he was good at like sports, but he's also good at like video games and like news things about YouTube and all this shit and watch anime, everything. You have to have a personality.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, and then people can connect. Like I said, you know, and people connect with you on one thing. But if they connect with you that you watch anime or skate or whatever, fucking be a top tier gamer. They have way more ways to relate to you.
Yeah.
But one of my goals recently has like, what can I do besides YouTube so when I do grow, people connect with me in a different way. And like part of me is like been thinking like, should I try to go professional in a certain game? Like even if you're just trying like that.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Like
it takes a lot out of you to try to do something like that though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I've been coming to understand too though. Yeah. It's like that's why a lot of YouTubers don't do it though.
Yeah, true. That's why it's like I don't know.
But I do like iDubbbz, like what he's been doing.
With boxing?
Yeah, like I like that boxer stuff that people have been doing. Like
it's
like even if it's boxing, me, yeah, I agree. But like just the urge to push out of what you're doing to like expand as a person.
Definitely, yeah.
And turn it into content.
Yeah.
All right. What's your dream situation in life?
What do you mean? Just like end goal?
Yeah, or like not like end goal because like that's like death. I imagine like death, like you did this before you died. But like what's like like a climax life situation? Like what could be like a situation 10 years from now where everything's clicking? Like what is that lifestyle like? Does that make sense?
Yeah. YouTube works out. I think that like ultimately that's kind of it's I don't like saying it because it's kind of corny, but I do want to be a YouTuber. I want that to be my income.
I don't think it's corny. I was talking to somebody about this that doesn't make YouTube videos and like you should like own that title because it's cool nowadays. So. YouTube's cool. A cool thing now.
I completely agree, but it's so I don't know. I feel like it's like unlikely for a lot of people.
But why do you think it's why is it unlikely for us as opposed to someone else?
I've seen so many people that put in like a lot of hours and a lot of time and their videos are pretty quality and they still don't even make enough have enough viewers or subscribers to make a living off of it.
Like so what kind of content do they make though?
It's mostly anime stuff because I've been like researching anime.
But like to an extent, like isn't that not personal enough?
I think it's
you get where I'm going. Yeah.
I guess so.
Like in some ways, Emma Chamberlain at 100,000 subs as opposed to anime YouTuber. Emma Chamberlain's getting like 7 times the amount of sponsorships because she's a person that can like brand this stuff. So like Dom Shiroberry can like because you show your face and you show like your personality and like your viewpoints on other stuff. Like you have other ways of getting ad revenue than just like anime YouTuber who like why would anime products want to sponsor him because he's at 100,000 subs as opposed to these YouTubers they could pay that are like 300 to 500,000 to $1 million.
Yeah, I don't know how much I agree with that, but I do see what you're saying.
But you like the Emma Chamberlain reference, like you could see that like I just barely ended. I know that, but we'll take it back. I don't know where we ended off in the question.
Just ask me the
But
same question.
what anime YouTubers do you think don't make as much as you think they should?
Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not like completely sure on. I'm trying to remember, but I know for sure a couple. There's like, oh, what's that guy's name? Coffee Cakes. He does like.
I'm gonna look up his channel if you don't mind.
Okay. He's like gay. That's his kind of thing.
Gay is his personality.
Oh wait, it's coffee cakes.
Oh, cake. Sorry.
But he's been doing shit forever, and he makes like gay ass anime content. I love it though.
Well, it's only 16 videos.
Wait, what? Maybe he deleted some of them. Go to his channel.
Has he?
2 years ago though. See, I mean, he hasn't been like doing super consistently.
Okay, but look at the thumbnails.
Most of them are shit. But like this, I like the flag
That's good.
one. I like his newest one. His second newest one's okay.
Genuinely dissected though, because if you go to the Masked Man, there's probably like a few hundred videos, or like at least 100.
Well, he fucking shits
200
out
videos.
content.
Yeah, but that's a part of it. That's part of like the game. Like, don't you think like if that person, like,
But okay, because Coffee Cakes edits. This guy doesn't. He records himself talking and uploads it.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah, they're both.
Regardless,
okay.
he's better at YouTube than Coffee Cakes is.
Yeah.
Just based off thumbnail alone.
Yes. Yeah.
But
I
like,
don't understand what's the point of that though?
Like, so like, I don't think he's like, even if his content's good, like he still hasn't figured out the game for YouTube money.
Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I kind of want to take a step back because I had a question to ask.
Okay.
Who are the best Smash players in your opinion?
I mean, it's
besides
not really...
MKLeo. Is MKLeo the best player to you?
Yeah, he's.
I think
by
it's not
far.
even close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He uses a fucking mid tier and he wins tournaments every fucking time.
Why do you think he's so good?
I have no idea. He just thinks about the game really well. He's broken down some of the like times, like some of the different ways he's thought about the game, and I also just think he has like a really good flow state. If you have a good autopilot, you just fucking own shit, bro.
Yeah. Have you seen his new main?
Corrin?
Yeah.
Yeah. He can just be good with any character.
It's like insane. It's like, how are you this cracked with Corrin?
Yeah.
That shit's crazy to me. But who else is like the top players?
Spargo, Gluttony, Tweak.
I've been watching Spargo. Spargo's insane.
Spargoat. he got sponsored by FaZe.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Is it because he's more socially adept, do you think?
I think it's just because he's the second best in the world. He doesn't have a sponsor yet. He kept like denying sponsors, and then he was like, FaZe. Yes. He's kind of funny.
I would rather be with FaZe than like a random sponsor. Wouldn't you?
Of course, anybody would.
Yeah. Okay. Good. But I mean, even though FaZe is like, I don't know. When I think of FaZe now, it's like fuck boy. But like they're still, I still like them. Because I grew up on them, so like I understand why they act the way they do.
So I would say FaZe is like the supreme of that world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like for him to get up, okay, he did it in top 8. Spargo in top 8 of like the biggest tournament of the year. He got up there in winner's side, and he got up on stage and he took off his jacket and had he had his FaZe like jersey on, and everybody fucking lost their shit.
Because like that was his announcement?
Yeah, that was
his
announcement.
Sick as fuck.
In top 8. He was so confident that he would make it into top 8 that like he didn't even he didn't announce it before.
That's badass.
Yeah.
God, like that shit's dope. Like imagine like having that and also making YouTube videos.
Yeah.
That shit's dope as fuck.
Too bad every Smash player sucks at YouTube videos.
I don't think it's because they're not like socially adept.
I think they are. Like a lot of them are, especially like Tweak, for instance. And
Tweak's dope.
People around that are still socially adept. They just don't care about content. Like
Yeah, I guess if I was on the level, I don't know. Like, it's just priorities.
He makes content. He just doesn't put as much effort into it as like people who want to pursue it do, if that makes sense.
But I guess it's because like that is their purpose, like Smash.
Yeah.
Like I could see a world where like if I was really good at something like skating or some shit, like I why would the fuck would I care about making content?
Yeah.
But because I don't know. Like being like I don't know, the only thing that's appealed to me ever is like just gaming, like because when you're 5'8" and fucking white, how good can you get anything besides like skating? Basketball is out the door when you're like fucking like junior high.
Yeah, you could do like soccer. I don't know.
Soccer, yeah, you can be
There's a bunch of
short
ass
soccer.
motherfuckers in soccer.
And they're like really good.
Yeah.
But even in gaming, I was thinking about like me and Dylan were like just fucking around playing Fortnite. We're like, let's just play Fortnite. Like just I don't know, try and get into another game competitively. And we played it, and the people are insane. Like I'm good at shooters. I'm really good at shooters. There's just like a level though where it's like, what are you like? I don't understand like how to get to this level.
You have to dedicate so much of your time into anything like gaming.
I feel like Valorant would be like the hardest game to get top tier at right now. What do you think? Do you feel like Smash is like the game that's most in reach of getting like top 50 at?
Oh no, not even close.
Really?
Play any other fighting game. Smashers get
Out of the mainstream ones though, because like who cares about like fucking Tekken? You know what I mean? Sorry, Tekken players.
Tekken's pretty big.
Yeah, but who cares about Tekken? Sorry, it's just me because I agree. Like I don't give a
Tekken's
fuck
pretty
about Tekken.
dope. There's some cool stories.
The only thing I care about is Negan being added to it.
What the fuck, really?
I love The Walking Dead.
He's in Tekken?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Tekken 8. I don't know what the new one is. If there's a new one.
That's so weird. I didn't know they did crossovers. Anyways, yeah,
It's Tekken.
Smashers get a lot of shit because they all think that their game's the hardest. But yeah, I know a lot of people who have done like other fighting games, BlazBlue and what's the other one? Guilty Gear. And they practice for like a week and then they're automatically like top 5 in state or whatever.
Okay, but I'm talking about like imagine like names like Fortnite, Call of Duty, like Smash. Like, do you think Smash is easier to be good at, or like Valorant as well? Smash is the easiest to be good at than those. Because I think yes.
No. The other ones are just aiming, right? And positioning.
Dude, think about how hard Valorant is. Have you ever played Valorant?
I'm shit at all first person shooters, so I don't have any idea.
I've
But
been like
Smash,
good.
there's
And
like
I don't know.
there's like percentage shit, there's combos, there's neutral, there's disadvantage, advantage. There's so much to think about at all times. And it's all always different depending on yours and the other person's percentage. There's like way more factors that go into Smash than any other game, in my opinion. But I also only play Smash, so that's coming from a very biased point of view.
Me being worse at Smash than you, but also being good compared to the average person, and being good at Call of Duty. Like I'm cracked at Call of Duty and like some other shooters. But like I've thought about going pro in both, and Smash seems more attainable to me if I dedicated my life to it. But that is because I feel like I guess part of it is like I'm better at COD, so I could see myself being professional at it more than Smash because I've dedicated more time to it. But it's also like in COD, it's just like you have to do these like game battles, ladders, and brackets, and then like use that as a resume to get like just try out for a pro team, and then from the pro team you have to do good, and then like that's just like not even like a pro team; it's like a shitty pro team that gets. Then you have to do something that's highlighted and gets noticed by a top tier team, and you have to have the stats to back it up to make it to there. So I don't know. I think it's like I feel like it's more likely getting noticed in COD, but Smash is like attainable in terms of like if you're good.
Okay,
like you're
then
good. Does that make sense?
Yes, but what is your end goal in Smash then? Like, what does it mean to be pro at Smash?
Like top 100.
Top 100? You don't get paid for being top 100. You get paid
can.
for being in, like, you can't.
Well, not like from tournaments, but you can turn that into a career.
You
like
really
YouTube.
You can, though.
YouTube.
There is not. So, Best Nest, the best player in Utah? Or Send, I guess. Best player in Utah?
Best Nest could have the content of Little Z if you wanted. And have more of a resume.
He does streaming. He makes money from streaming. It is still not nearly enough for him to live off of, and he still has an actual job. Even like people that are like nearly top 20 still have to have actual jobs because they don't get paid enough from Smash. So if you're saying go pro as in like that's your job, then it's not even close to his.
Does MK Leo get paid enough?
Yeah, he gets paid enough.
Oh yeah, so how much is like a Smash like finale, like grand?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
You think it's just a few grand?
It's just a few grand for sure. It's not enough. People complain they'll get top 8 at like the most stacked tournament of all time and get like $300.
That's fucking retarded, dude.
It's so bad. So bad.
How many hours have you spent watch? Oh, I already asked that. Let me think of. Do you have any questions?
Okay, yeah, a little bit. So, we both make content. We make very different content.
Very different.
Mine is more about like specific things like games or anime or music, and yours is more like philosophical, more of like you telling your worldview almost. So, what is like your inspirations for content as well as, you know,
like what makes me like want to talk about these things?
Yeah, and also yeah.
Well, let's obviously I've mentioned it to you, but to people who haven't seen me, don't know. Like Sneeko was the reason I started YouTube. But like it was just seeing that someone like took the way I view the world and like turned that into like viewing the world into content. Like just being raw and authentic the whole time. And just like people supporting you for that and watching someone who tries to think differently than society thinks. And I feel like I do have that because I grew up, I don't know why, I like never wanted to think, like even if it wasn't the correct way of thinking, I always just try to think against what was normal because I just like hated that, I guess. Maybe it's like a middle child thing because I grew up with my older brother. And like it was like me almost. And then Talon, and so like it's like being the middle makes you want to be unique and like stand out and like be admired, I guess. And so I guess like taking lead from doing what's different has always been like my motive. But then I the things that I talk about, like my how to get canceled video that I'm posting, like that is how I think. But like I might like emphasize it in a more dramatic way and word it like in a different way for storytelling. But like to an extent, like that is how like what would you say how I think? Like what word would you say covers that way of thinking? Like it's not nihilism. It's just like going against PC culture. Like that's how, I don't know, what do you think?
It's like counterculture, I think is what it's called.
Counterculture?
I think so.
But like part of me doesn't think it's like, it's just like more natural than like PC, like being PC.
Okay. I'm pretty PC myself, but I don't know.
Like what I think a lot of the ways people think aren't natural.
What do you mean natural?
Like we shelter our real way of thinking to not offend someone else.
Okay.
And like so many people will like not say something or view something in a certain way because they like not even just about offending someone else. It's like I don't want to go through the work if I did offend someone else. But like what I want to think,
so
like the way I want to think.
So you're saying people do think fucked up shit. They're just not saying it because they don't want to get canceled for it.
Yeah, well, yeah, and like deal with like the repercussions of like saying something that they truly think. It's like it's not worth that time. But for me, it's like I'm just gonna push out that.
Okay.
And to kind of view that way of thinking like into, because I feel like when I push towards that, I've changed the way people like in my life think. And I guess making people think deeper about things they don't typically think that deep about is something I really admire. And like, I also do love like being like I just like artistic. Like think about people that like I want to create art and have it inspire people. So like when you watch Perspective or like the depression video, you know. Like I titled that as depression, my first one.
I'm trying to remember. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you said like you were inspired after watching that.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it was mostly because of the, what's it called? The B-roll, the way you integrate.
Yeah, exactly. It's like things like that.
The titling and then like the voiceover over that. It's just like a new creative, because I don't really watch that sort of content. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So like when somebody tells me that is like one of my drives. Like that makes me want to keep going. You know, even if it's just like you. Like,
So you want to like fuck around with new shit. You want to make new, like have your own ideas, put it into video.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and in terms of topics, I don't really know what certainly drives it. Like why do I want to talk about? I guess it's just experience. Like, one of my favorite quotes is like, "Speak from experience," and like you don't have to think of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just natural. And I actually did almost get canceled. Like I could have lost my job over like someone that had PC culture mindset. Like not just like regular PC. It's like extremist.
Well,
Like someone who's sensitive about everything, and then it's like I turn that experience into like you know my I guess what you'd say counterculture, extremist counterculture ways of thinking, and I made a commentary based off that. But in terms of like everyone has replication and inspiration, like you like Scamboli, right?
Yeah.
Like even if you don't apply that, it's like you have a form of mimicry to some degree or extent, like with your content to the people you admire. There's some form that gets you to making that. And like, I guess because of the way I think, like, just being raw and authentic, like the people that inspire me are like Casey Neistat, Sneeko, Emma Chamberlain. But I don't really like Emma Chamberlain's personality. I just like how authentic she is. But I do like Casey Neistat and Sneeko the most. Like, personable. Yeah. But experience is where I get my ideas, I guess. Because, like, my next video is going to be called How to Waste Your Life.
Is that the one about, like, your COD friends?
Kinda. No, I scrapped that.
Oh, okay.
But I guess it comes from that. Like, that lifestyle. I like being around people who think like that. Like, the people I go play basketball with, you know? They just don't... Like, their go-to thing in their day is, like, I'll go to my college class, and then after that, like I'm going to the bar, getting late tonight, or I'm going to hang out with friends and smoke weed.
Yeah, okay.
Like, people live like that, and then I want to talk about how that, like...
I think if you go to college, your life's, like, you're not really working towards anything else, you know what I mean? Like, if you're in college, you're like, okay, I'm going to get a regular job, and then after that, like, my life's going in the direction that it's supposed to be right now. For, like, us, we don't go to college.
I guess based off
we have to grind harder.
my ideal...
Sounds cringe, but yeah.
I think we do.
Yeah.
I think the easy route is college.
It's like...
I could go to college and fucking... I did good in school. I had, like, a 3.5. Like, in high school, 3.6. Like, if I wanted to do good in college, like, I could do good. But, like, why the fuck do I... Like, I don't want to go to college for film. Why do I need to go to college for film?
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, people go to college for art. It's like, fuck, why?
Yeah, just do
the
fucking
only
art.
reason you would need to do that is for connections. You just need connections.
And I almost feel like that's bullshit, because you can get connections anywhere.
You can, but when you're surrounded by artists...
Yeah.
I can see that, but... It's... I don't know. As far as, like, art school, I feel like art school is a bit of a scam.
Yeah, definitely. Art and film school are, like, the most wasteful sources of money.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad because people still are going and they're like, believe in it. And I don't want to like ruin their dreams or whatever.
I don't know.
I just feel, in my perspective, in my unpersonal, you know, I've dropped out of college twice because I'm stupid, not because of the, you know, this guy could do college if he wanted to. I couldn't. So it's like two different perspectives of people who dropped out, basically.
So, like, within what you were saying, I found a way that I think differently already. Like, you're saying, like, you know, like, I don't want to, like...
You're like, you could just start with, I found a way that we think differently or whatever.
I found a way that we think differently. I don't think that you should shelter a way of thinking to... Let's just sum it up. I said that, like, I think you should say something that could hurt someone's feelings to lead them down a better path. And then you said that's narcissism.
Yeah.
To think that my viewpoint is better than theirs.
I think it's...
But, like, I just thought, like, it's not... I'm not always thinking like that. Like, and certain situations, like, isn't it what separates confidence from narcissism? Like I think in that certain situation, like, I'm more knowledgeable that, like, this path is better.
Well, yeah, the difference is because you said you would tell someone that, like, your dream is stupid, basically, to do this thing. I'm going to tell you that flat out so that you change your ways because you are so confident in your own way of thinking that it's like you're going to, like, pretty much emotionally manipulate them.
So do you think there's just a healthier way of saying it?
What do you mean?
There's just a healthier way of saying that to them.
Yeah,
like,
you could just have a conversation, or I don't know.
Well, yeah, I do agree with that. Like, you should just, like, show the positives of your side.
Yeah,
but not
also
shit on
just
their side.
Be open. Yeah, be open to what they're thinking because they're thinking a certain way for their own reason. It's like we disagree on a lot, me and you, and on a lot.
Yeah.
But we both are respectful in most ways of each other's thought processes.
Well, I just don't. I'm like, even if we completely disagree, we don't insult each other for the way we think.
Yeah.
Like, what's an argument we've had before? Like, the biggest argument.
I don't know if we've had arguments so much as just, like,
stating
understanding that we both think differently about things. Because, like, I care a lot more about... I think the thing we fight over the most is Sneeko. Because I hate Sneeko, and he's your favorite YouTuber. Because it's like, okay, like, what? What was the video you edited for him?
It was, like, the Are You a Real Man?
Yeah, Are You a Real Man? It's like... The whole time I was watching, I was just like, oh my god, this is so stupid. Like, he's clearly, like, just picking on people to try to get them to, like, break under his pressure. Because he's just asking, like, I don't know, like, purposely asking, like, what's the word? Like, touchy questions, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But why is it touchy?
Yeah. Because gender identity is just, like, weird and hard to explain, especially if you're not someone who's, like, trans or something like that. So then there's people, like, there's that one person, the asinine
girl. It's like, this is the most asinine question.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, she's clearly, like, not trying to talk about this because of either someone she knows or, like, maybe she's struggling with gender identity herself. It's like, I don't know. It just felt like picking on people. But then I sort of, like, kept watching and I was like, okay, he's sort of trying to push everybody just so that he can get questions, he can get responses that he can use for his video. It was sort of like the conclusion I came to. But
yeah.
Fuck, I forgot what the question was.
We were talking about, like, how we view things differently.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think I just view with more of, like, what are people thinking? How does this make them feel, sort of thing? And you're like, how do you think you view things? Well,
like, in terms of, like, a situation like that, like, you're empathetic to how they're feeling in the moment. But, like, I guess where I get at is, like, drop that, like, guard of being sensitive to, like, have an open discussion, even if the other side is completely what you're against.
Okay.
Like you know, like, in the video of how to get canceled, I talk about, like, that girl who reported me and my friend for saying the word retard. But it's like you're just reporting because we said that. Like, maybe there's another... she also reported me for saying that I was telling my friends that I got sexually harassed once, right? And she walked in and was like, she just heard me say sexual harassment. So she heard me say sexual harassment and laughed. And so she told my manager that I was making jokes about sexual harassment. But it's like, what if you took the time, instead of, like, seeing, like, that negative, like, layer, why don't you dig deeper into why?
Well, that's just like
what I was talking about, or why.
Yeah.
Like, why do people act the way they do?
Okay, I see what you mean. Because a lot of people that are like me, where it's, like, more about people's feelings and trying to, like, make sure everybody feels safe and happy, a lot of the times they're too scared of confrontation. Me, on the other hand, I'll fucking, like, call you out. If I heard, like, I don't know, I probably wouldn't do this to you, but if it was, like, someone...
Like, random?
That I thought was doing something fucked up, then I'd be like, what the fuck is that?
Well, yeah, that's better, but, like, a lot of people in today's day don't do that.
I know, I agree, yeah. And it's just, like,
I think that's what I'm against.
A lot of it's just being young, and they don't really know how to, like, confront people, which is...
Do you think it's, like, inexperience or, like, lack of, like, suffering? or it's like lack of taking what you suffered and finding ways to mature from it. Because like that girl like definitely has had problems. Like that's why.
Yeah.
But like
I think everybody.
She was privileged, but she definitely has problems.
Yeah. Maybe I have no idea. I don't know her, but
yeah. Well, they, not her, bitch.
Oh, is it?
Just kidding.
They. Okay.
Yeah. It's a change.
I'm reading that right now.
Poon poon.
Poon poon.
Do you have any other questions?
Not really. I mean, I just had the one.
Trying to think of something real quick. Let's take it to real quick. We'll pause it real quick. All right, I thought of a question. Okay, so you're bi, right?
Oh God, I don't like where this is going.
What's the most homophobic shit someone said to you before?
Okay. I think that a lot of bi people get a pass because like I can just date a girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, a lot of like
you can still be treated like.
I've had multiple friends not believe me that I'm bi, and it's so fucking annoying. It's like, dude, I know what I am. I'm not like putting up some sort of like fake thing. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like, I've seen you with girls. I've never seen you with a guy. It's like, bro, it's literally not your business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, why are you trying to see me with other guys? Fucking
prove
weirdo.
it.
Prove it. Kiss me. Kiss me right now. And then the other one is like, I don't know how many times I've came out to someone and then they're like, not me though, not me. I'm like, no, bitch, you ugly as fuck.
Somebody said that to you?
Yeah, they're like, not me, bro. You're not into me, right? I'm like, no, I'm not into you. I am not into you.
That's gotta be like the most annoying thing.
It's so annoying because then I'm like, it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's so fucking annoying. It's so annoying.
Didn't you have like an aunt who like said something about you, like being bi? There's like a family member.
Oh, my mom maybe. My mom was like, I tried to buy a sweatshirt, a Teddy Fresh jacket. You can put it on the screen right now if you're actually editing this in the future.
Okay.
It's like the color block one. And then my mom was like, are you into boys? I was like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? And it was like before I was out at all, or like before I really knew myself in that way. So I was like, no. And then even to this day, I haven't told my mom I'm bi. I'm not going to. I just think I'll just take it.
She's like a little homophobic?
Yeah, she's terribly homophobic, yeah. She's awful. But yeah, I just think it's funny. She's like, you're going to buy this jacket? Fag.
That's like how like older people think.
Yeah, exactly. It's so stupid. I don't think buying...
But nobody's ever said anything like...
No, nobody's like... well, let me think about it.
How about what's the most homophobic shit you ever heard? Like, regardless if it was at you or not. It's got to be from, like, Anthony from work or something.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, there's, like, classic gay voice shit. What else? I don't know. There's, like, not... I don't really feel, like, oppressed in any way as you know, someone who's into guys. I think it's, like, kind of... Like, we're past that as a society. There's people that aren't... I think Utah, in general, is just kind of okay with it. Some people that aren't, they just kind of keep to themselves.
Utah's, like, known for keeping to themselves.
Yeah, it's just kind of, you just keep to yourselves.
I wonder if that's part of, like, why I think the way I do.
Because people just keep to themselves too much, don't talk to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also... I would rather people keep to themselves than fucking, like, be an asshole to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I guess, like, you don't really have anything like that. Yeah. Not, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna throw this away. I keep fucking sucking on it. Oh. Where do you see your content going?
Okay.
Like,
I definitely...
Like 5 years. What is, like, a big goal that you want for your videos?
I think I'm gonna continue with this like interview shit for like 2 years, and in the midst of that, like while growing like a fan base and like wealth and whatever, I want, for some reason, I love like bringing people together. Like I don't know like why, and like eventually I want to start like finding ways to collab. Like even if my content's like controversial or whatever, I want to find ways to collaborate with like other creators. Like what can I do with them to make like something? A lot of people that do YouTube like in terms like in the way I do want to do like some film or some shit.
Oh yeah.
But I am not. I do not care to do that at all.
Well, it's like I don't know. I think we both have sort of the Mr. Beast mentality where it's like YouTube is where it's at. Like you should just be putting into your own.
Why is it so dark?
I don't know. You should just be putting everything back into your own content.
Yeah,
and everything on the
YouTube.
platform.
YouTube's better than movies or TV or any. Like the only thing I like better than
It's so dark, bro.
yeah. What the fuck is wrong with this?
Like, because the light started happening.
Do you want to just close the curtains?
Yeah.
Sorry for the darkness.
How do I do that?
That sounds like some really shitty, like, kid who watches anime in high school quote. It's on the left side. You see that?
Oh. I feel
Uh,
skitty, boy.
did you hear what I said? I was like, sorry for the darkness.
That's what I said to my high school girlfriend.
What the fuck?
When she saw my pubes. Yeah, you weren't filming, right?
With these podcasts, I'm only going to take, like, the best part from the podcast, like, some funny part, put in the intro, do the blunted thing, then go straight into it.
Okay.
Like, I'll, like, do little things like adding the Teddy Fresh thing.
Okay.
Like, it's just a natural. You know, I don't want it to be, like, fucking over-edited the fuck out of, you know?
Yeah.
That's the point of a podcast.
It's a little bit worried, some just because, like, we're still starting and trying to get our stride and, like, keeping the conversation moving. But I think if we just keep uploading, then it'll be fine, I think.
Yeah, no, I've watched people's podcasts that, like, have times where they just think about stuff. Like,
really?
Yeah, like, there's space in between. But also, I can just do jump cuts here and there, but...
Yeah.
Like, for the most
figure
part...
out how to get this to just go continuously instead of having to restart every once in a while?
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
Once I get a new camera...
What do, like, these guys do? Do you know what they do?
I think they have camera like yours.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're just, like, obviously, like, way more expensive, but...
Yeah.
We can use yours next time if you want.
Maybe. Mine runs out of battery quickly, though.
You gotta get one of these.
Yeah, I do. So, do you have any big plans for your content in the future?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Do you have any big plans for your content? You said you want to collab with bigger YouTubers. Is there like a specific YouTube video you want to make with those people?
I can't do anything corny. Like, I can't be doing, like, fucking Mr. Beast, like, $100,000 games to tag. I can't do that. It has to be, like...
I could see myself doing that just because it's, like, it's personality driven. So as long as you're an interesting person, then you can make something like that.
I could if, like, people had, like, not, like, edgy humor, just, like, humor that correlates with mine, and we can implement that in videos at a fast pace.
Okay.
But, like, nothing like Disney. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could see
Like,
myself.
there's, like, cussing and stuff in it, but, like, it has big creators. Like, we're doing something that's fun, but not corny. I don't know. But I do like podcasts. I want the podcast eventually to be, like, big. Okay. Like, I want to have, like, the questions we have, I want to ask those to, like, I want to break down, like, the ways of thinking of really big people.
Yeah.
Like, get people, like eventually I want to have, like, iDubbbz on a podcast, like, Post Malone, like, Sneeko. Like, I want to have these random-ass people and just break down the way they think and, like, have it be natural. Aside from that, I do like the little documentary things, like the How to Get Canceled. I might just do those at a higher quality, but, like, take out the interviews, do other things. Like, for instance, I'm going to the, like events. Like, I'm going to the Fun Guy convention on May 14th, and I'm making, like, a funny documentary video.
What's that?
It's, like, a convention for, like, people that like mushrooms and shit.
Oh, what the? Oh, Fun Guy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's, like, shit, like, I like documenting. I like documentaries. Documentaries just higher quality through time.
Yeah.
Also, have you ever seen, like, Yes Theory?
No.
They did this video called Iceman, and they went, like, to, I think it was, like, Iceland or something, and they, like, meet up with this guy who, like, has trained his body to, like, adapt, like, insanely cold temperatures.
Iceland is green, by the way.
Or, I don't know.
So would it be Greenland?
Yeah, okay. Something. I don't know, sorry. But, like, yeah, they met him, and his name is the Iceman, like, as they called him. That's what they call the documentary.
Okay.
I think that's
funny.
Yeah, something like that. And And like he would like swim in like frozen lakes, and they just like
Yeah.
break down the why he does it, the way he thinks, like the benefits, etc. Like why do people do the things they do? I kind of like
so
that.
it's just like iDub type videos, but like
Yeah, but I want it to be.
Different.
I would say more like Yes Theory with IDub's humor.
okay. Yeah, I have.
You'll have to
never
see Yes
watched-
Theory, but I guess from what you know, yeah, IDubs, but I feel like IDubs could do even better quality. Don't you think?
I have no idea. I don't know Yes Theory, but I do. I like iDubbbz documentaries a lot.
Yeah. So yes, documentary stuff. I do too. I think it's way more meaningful than like a shitty video you could share out like Ludwig or something. Even though I like Ludwig, but like I still would rather watch that than Ludwig's content.
For sure. Yeah.
But maybe like little short documentaries, like these 20-minute documentaries about a certain event. That's why I like Channel 5, but I want to implement my way of thinking into the video, my input on it. A lot of people document stuff, but they don't give like what they think about it. And I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I don't like that. I it's cool like document something like journalism, but I think like it's your content, so you should add your piece to it. Like, what do you think about this? Like, why are you doing this? Yeah. So I guess like documentaries is like my thing, and just like I'm putting my ways of thinking always throughout my life. And aside from that, I'll probably always stay on YouTube.
Yeah, me too.
I might do other projects outside of YouTube. Like if there is an opportunity, like maybe like HBO Max or something. That'd be sick. Like Casey Neistat had a show on HBO. And it was called The Neistat Brothers, and it was like really high budget, like production stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. If I were to do something, I would want a team, and then I would just put it on fucking YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Maybe I could in the future. I don't know. I just see myself staying to YouTube as well. So.
I also want to do stand-up comedy.
Really?
Yeah, that sounds so fun. I love Dave Chappelle, like, a lot.
Okay.
I would love to do that. And I think it's, like, a really big confidence, like, breaker. Like, you have to, like... You have to be humbled to, like, get to that level.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of bad stories from that. Like, just, like, getting humiliated, basically.
Yeah. But I think it's, like if you're really comfortable with yourself mentally, you can do stand-up comedy. And I want to get to that level.
So it's... Okay, I see.
But aside from that, documentaries and the podcast. I want us to have a podcast like weekly where we have like a really good guest on. And that's like a 2-hour podcast or an hour and a half.
For
like,
Blunted?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think me and you can get there.
Yeah, I think we just have to keep uploading.
Mm-hmm.
What are the plans for Blunted then? We got me and you. We got Talon, if he ever comes on.
Who wants to?
What about your roommate? Is he that kind of guy?
Yeah, he wants to, yeah.
He wants to.
We were going to make one. We might switch it to Contained.
The name?
Whatever you like more, though.
I like Contained better.
Yeah, we might do that. One second. I'm going to take a tea. Okay, so you said, what is the plan for Blunted?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a little bit, but yeah.
Or like future, like upcoming plans. I want to start off with like low key guests. Like, I want to get some like hyperpop artists or like people like that to come like fly out here. Like maybe I'll pay for their ticket or something, and like stay here. I was thinking like, do you know that one girl? What's her name?
The Ginger.
We listened to her song.
Yeah, the one that made like the song is like a number.
Yeah, what's her name? Why can't I think of it?
I think it's literally a number. It's like 3978 or some bullshit like that.
8743 or something. It's like no. What was it?
Just look up Hyperpop Girl.
Hyperpop Girl.
Fuck, I don't remember her name. I'm gonna try to find it while you are.
Oh my god. It's not easy for me here. So
I'm on a sugar crush. Not that one, guys. Not that one.
Oh my god, I can't believe I can't find it. It's like Something to do with sober.
Oh, it's 8485.
8485. I want to get her on. That's
You
what
did
I said.
9495.
Oh shit. Yeah, 8485. Like I want people like that have like a platform that's like good, but not like out of reach. So like contact wise.
I guess so. Yeah.
So you get like people that are like around like 100,000 monthly listeners to
I feel like she has more than that.
maybe.
I have no idea.
But like on the YouTube, she has like 20K subscribers, maybe less or something. And you just get people like that, and then you just slowly build your way up to someone like Breakins type person, and then you just keep building up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like
and I enjoy it. Like I want to enjoy it. Like I like. It's like people. I want to invite someone on that I'm not interested in talking to.
Yeah.
And eventually, I want to get like big names, like genuine. Like, wouldn't you want to interview someone like that, but also like hang out with him, kind of?
In some ways, I'm like, I don't. Have you? Okay, I'm like stumbling so much, but H3H3, he interviewed
Post Malone?
Bill Burr. He had Bill Burr on it. It was the worst podcast of all time because he was such a Bill Burr fan that he just kept stumbling over his own words and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like kind of scared something like that's gonna happen if I actually have people on that I care about.
Huh? I don't see myself doing that.
I don't. I feel like I don't really have anybody like that. Like anybody that I look up to that much.
I had Sneeko, but like I don't idolize another human like that. Like it's like I admire another human, but it's like nothing another human can do is out of reach for me.
Yeah.
It's like I could see myself doing anything another human can do, and that's like why like I don't idolize them.
Artists, musical artists is like the one person that like the people like okay, obviously hyperpop people, but like ones that I'm like really really big fans of, I might get like weird about.
Like who?
Like if we had Kanye on, I think I would like.
I would love to. Kanye is someone that I think I wouldn't set her in front. Like I think you could have a good conversation with him like this.
Because he's such a strong personality. If someone like fucks up around him, he like call him out. And
I love that.
I know, but it's scary. It's scary as fuck. I like him for that, but it's also terrifying.
I wouldn't want to meet someone like Frank Ocean or Bon Iver because like their sense of being mysterious is their art. Does that make sense? Like someone like Bon Iver or Frank Ocean, like, well, who's like an artist you could think of? So Eden tries to create that vibe too, where he's like he's out of reach, like out of touch.
It's like Death Grips also.
Yeah, like people like that, like you can't. It's like you can't really reach out to them. That is them.
I guess so.
To me, it makes their art more.
Yeah.
Like imagine like trying to get Kurt Cobain on a podcast.
Well, it's happened, or not podcast, but he's done interviews.
Okay, that's different.
But it's like Nardwuar type interviews. But yeah.
But like I feel like dissecting someone like like I like that there's some mysterious parts of them. But I don't know. I of course I would love to interview these people because like they've created my favorite art and I know they have ways of thinking that's similar to mine.
Top five people. Who would you interview?
Okay, even though I just said those people, of course I'd want them. Frank Ocean, Bon Iver, Kanye. You got Kanye. That's good. Eden and Breakins.
So all musical people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no! Let's remove. Who was the one I said after? So I said Bon Iver, Frank Ocean. Let's get rid of Eden and let's add Sneeko.
Okay.
But that like, I feel like saying that if like Sneeko saw that he'd be like, because of that I would never get on his podcast.
Oh, Sneeko subscribed. Hey, what's up?
I think he did.
I think I already shit talked you a little bit, but.
Maybe we'll cut that out.
No, we ain't dick riding.
Okay, good. Okay, how about 7?
7? Okay, fine. You can have 7.
Because we'll have hundreds
5?
of guests.
Okay, there's 5. 2 more.
Okay, so like Frank Ocean, Bon Iver, Sneeko, Kanye, Breakins, Eden, and my fucking...
Why'd you say 7 if you didn't even have 7? The creator of Lego Ninjago. Oh.
Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna sound so random to you, but they literally have the best podcasts I've ever seen.
Okay, let's hear it.
Steve-O.
Oh no, he's awesome.
He's the best guest to have for a podcast.
He's dope. What would mine be though? I have no idea. Maybe I shouldn't do mine. Oh, turtlenecked. I'll just say turtlenecked and be done with it.
Such a dope nickname, Steve-O.
Steve-O.
I don't know why I like that.
It's like a nickname you'd get from your weird uncle.
Yeah. Steve-O.
Hey, what's up, Steve-O?
No, I think it's like, I like nicknames. It's like why I want to like go by Kishore on my YouTube and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Instead of just Bronson.
Yeah, like Bronson.
Bronson.
I don't know. I guess Bronson's more unique than like fucking Gerald or some shit.
Straight up, bro. Fuck bitch named Gerald.
Seriously.
Hey, if you guys are Gerald in the
Fuck
in the comments, drop
Gerald's
a like.
gonna be top comment on this.
Gerald, please drop a comment. I will highlight it. I'll get access to the account just so I can highlight it.
We're at Ghetto Cups in this podcast. One day we'll have fancy wine glasses.
I got some wine glasses. Should I bring them next time?
Yeah, do it.
Do you drink?
No, but I'm willing to. But I don't really care to ever. You know.
I feel the same way. I've drank like 3 times in my whole life.
I smoked recently.
Really?
But I was really like I do believe that like it's okay to do it very rarely.
I think it's okay. I just
don't care to do it. Like why would I want to alter my mindset when I have this? But the reason I did it was to get my mindset back to this. Like I was insanely like after I lost. I swear he did not see my post for the competition.
You're talking about this Nico thing.
But yeah, I was anxiety. I had a lot of anxiety, and I was just like thinking like after that I was like questioning my worth as an editor and like making content.
So
then I was like stressed out and I was like I like don't want to think about anything to do with YouTube. It's like an obsession every day. YouTube and like content, recording, everything.
Is there a way to see how long it's been going?
It's been for 9 minutes and it has a minute left. Do you see that?
Oh, okay.
So it's always
counting down.
Yeah. Cool. So
So you like smoked to get yourself back in the mindset.
And it worked, yeah. And like I smoked and then like I started my first day at work, and like it was just like a good reset.
That's good.
But I only care to do like once a year because I don't get like that often. I can obsess over something a lot.
I've never smoked. I don't really ever plan to, but I do drink every once in a while.
I think like I would if I were to ever drink really it'd be like wine. I would like to.
I was just gonna say aesthetically we could bring some wine on.
Yeah,
it would be kind of dope.
Oh
yeah, I drink wine. I like
I'm
wine's
not
like
21, but I'm also going.
Wait, you're not?
No. Yeah, I've never drinking before. Yeah, yeah, feds.
I thought you were 21. I'm 21.
In September.
Oh wait.
That's still there. I don't even. All right. Let me think. Sorry. Okay. I have a few more questions ready.
Oh, we're going again.
Yeah. Ready? Okay. Tell me about like your first Smash tournament and when you knew you wanted to like start playing competitively for Smash.
My first Smash tournament, it was in Smash 4 times, and I went with my friend. Okay, her name's Tori. I forgot almost because I.
You went with a woman?
Yeah.
I've never seen a girl at a tournament besides like girlfriends. So
that's because they get harassed at tournaments.
Because they're all fucking band kids, bro.
They're awful.
They don't know how to treat
girls. They're either
girls.
band kids or they're like the worst fuckboys ever.
Yeah.
And they like actually just harass women.
like I think of like the devil emoji or like just straight like loser,
nerd, like
loser ass nerds.
Nerd emoji.
But not like nerds that are shy. Like nerds that are like
oh, did you see my newest combo? Let
me
show you my
combo. Like confident enough to where you're like weirdly uncomfortable. Like,
yeah. I love all my Utah homies, by the way. This is not. I love you guys, but anyways, what was the question?
You should shout this out.
What's the question?
So just tell me about your first time going to a tournament and also
so
when you knew you wanted to play Smash.
I went during Smash 4, and Smash 4 was a lot less popular than Melee back in the day because low-key that game sucked really bad. And everybody who was playing it was just, I don't even know why they were playing 4. I would have to ask. That's why I want to interview a lot of the people in Utah Smash because a lot of them were around at Smash 4.
A little bit closer or talk a little bit louder.
A lot of them were a lot more like prevalent in Smash 4. So it would be interesting. But yeah, first tournament, I got whooped, went home, and never went to a tournament again until, well, I kept going, but I went to Melee events instead. And I went 0-2 the entire time I played Melee. I don't think I ever won a single game.
Melee's crazy, though.
Melee's really difficult, yeah.
Probably the most difficult Smash.
Yeah, yes, definitely. I Yeah, it wasn't until Ultimate where I was like, I'm gonna actually try to like take this game seriously. And pretty much on release, I went to tournaments and I played Richter on my first tournament. And literally halfway through the tournament, I was like, Richter sucks. I'm playing DK and Mewtwo. And then I dropped DK and I just went Mewtwo for like way too long.
Didn't a DK hit top 8 recently? They said that at the tournament in Utah.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That not a whole lot of people were going to that tournament, but yes, Grimace. Shout out Grimace, Utah homie. And yeah, I don't know. I think it was just a mindset. Like when the game came out, I was like, I want to take this game more seriously than I did because I took the game kind of seriously. Or at least I tried to for Melee. I practiced like every day, still went 0-2 all the time. But I was like, okay, Ultimate's out. I'm just gonna pour all I have into this game. This game's cool. It's fun. I like the way it moves. I like the way like hitting someone feels in that game. It was over after that.
Kala.
She went my collar.
So, what made you like? Did you play Smash growing up?
Yeah, I played. It's funny because I played all the Smashes in order of release, but you know, obviously I wasn't born like when 64 came out. But it's just what my grandma had, and I played that a lot. And then one day my aunt brought over a GameCube with Melee in it, but it didn't have like the saving cartridge. So we just kept Melee running all the time until it broke. Because if we turned it off, then we would lose all of our characters because it wouldn't save anything.
Yeah.
So we just kept it on until the game like overheated and fucking killed itself. And then I played Brawl. That was like the first Smash game that I owned. But then I played that like a shit ton. And that's where I was like starting to like actually learn how to play kind of. Because I played with Xander a lot and we would do like FD. We thought FD was like the only tournament stage because of the jokes or whatever. And I think even in those days we were like, I wonder if there's tournaments for this. Because we just didn't know. And then 4 came around and that's when I started to take it actually seriously, like for real.
Mm-hmm.
And like going to tournaments. But then I stopped because I hated that game. And then also Ultimate, yeah.
Mukbang, sorry.
Bang your mom.
I'm getting personal with these. Tell me about like when you knew you were bi.
Okay. That's kind of a hard question. I think this is gonna sound really weird, but I think anime played such a huge role in that because all the guys in anime are so like I don't know. They're like kind of like androgynous.
What is that? I'm retarded. What does that mean?
Androgynous. It's like
I would be someone who uses a word like that, and I don't know what that means.
it's like what's the word? They're like gender ambiguous. Like the guys are kind of like hot, like girly,
Yeah.
sort of. So it was like that, and then I was like, I don't know. It's weird to talk about, but then also like at school, I would just see people and I'd be like, dang, that guy, you know. It's one thing where it's like, oh, because I don't know how sexuality works really. It's like, was I like this when I was born? I don't really know. But like I went from being like, oh, this guy's got really cool style, I kind of want to look like him, to being like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I don't, but yeah, I can understand.
Well, no, you understand. Yeah. But I think that's like probably it. It's just like,
I was just curious, but not bi curious. Oh yeah. How often do you get sad or lonely?
Oh fuck.
I want to answer this too.
Okay. So it's weird. So I've been single for like over a year. Kind of been like hung up about this, my last girlfriend. But I think I'm kind of like getting pretty much over it at this point. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's like, I don't know. It's a very personal question, but good question. So I guess lonely. I think I'm doing better on that. I'll just say that I'm doing better. So not too often these days.
Do you think like it's because you're like so driven?
It's hard.
I think you have to be driven, like, or else you're gonna be the person who's laying in bed sad. Like, I have to fight. It's like an internal battle every day. Like I could choose to lay down, or it's like I can get up and make content, or like hang out with you, etc. You know what I mean?
That is also like sort of suffocating the problem. Like you're not really dealing with it head on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think through like focusing on the problem is what continues it. Is like you're feeding it.
I guess so. Maybe.
I'm like starving it. Like when I do things like this, and to a point where I forget about it. And honestly, I do. But like when you're sad about certain things, like what does dwelling about it do? Like you can always be sad about something.
There's dwelling about it, and then there's like reaching and being like, okay, why am I still thinking about this person? Why am I,
I just I understand that, but I don't see a point in doing that. I think it's like
because
it just continues the sadness.
For me, it's like, okay, if I suffocate it, because I do this also, where I'm like, okay, I'm going to focus super hard on video making. That's what I did when I broke up with my last girlfriend. I just was like, okay, I'm just throwing everything I have into making YouTube now. And then, like, when you're not doing that, say you, like, drive next to where you used to, like, go to, like, eat with her or something. And then you're like, oh, fuck, Do you ever get that?
Of course. I do that with my ex. Like,
I think
it's just like if you ever love someone, like that will always be there.
I don't know. I think I've processed to the point where I'm like past certain points of that, but I don't know.
But you can choose to be hurt about it. Like I can look at like, for instance, like
I'm not. Yeah, it's not like hurt. It's more like a stomach feeling.
Yeah. It's like butterfly, but like kind of sadness too.
Yeah.
But like you can look at it and like view it that way still, or like you can look at it and be like, it's okay, like, I'm in a good mood, so, like, I'm not gonna let that bother. Like, I literally have thought that. Like, there was, like, this, like, certain places you just have memories, And I drove past it, and I was like, I could choose to, look at that memory and just, like, play some fucking Bon Iver or some shit right now. Or I can just be like, damn. Well.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That, like, that's better than suffocating it with something else. You drive past her house, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, well, I acknowledge
what video
it.
am I gonna
I can acknowledge it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's fine. That's better than most people.
Yeah. Some people won't even go, they won't even go down a certain path because they see that thing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, and then the other part is you said loneliness and just depression, right? Or like sadness.
Yeah.
Well, I have been working on this video, guys. Poon Poon. Poon Poon, the manga for Poon Poon is so depressing and sad. Also, subscribe to Shiroberry to hear me talk about it later.
Link in description.
I'm working on the video, but it's actually been literally affecting my life.
Because you're so indulge in it.
Because the manga is terrible. It focuses on like every bad aspect that you could ever like have
what?
Literally everything. Let me run through like the things that happen in the book. Suicide, divorce, deaths of parents, parents hating you, like not hating you, but like I don't know, parent problems in general.
Yeah.
There's been like infidelity, like cheating on people, and then there's
that's just like that's literally everything.
Yeah.
You can just literally end everything.
Well, there's abortion. There's fucking. What? I swear I had one.
Is it like certain characters in it like have these problems? I've never read it.
It's literally like pretty much all of it happens to the main character.
Oh my god, dude!
It's like
honestly
heart-wrenching.
Kill yourself at that point. Just kidding.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't finished it, but I think that might be where it's going. I'm probably gonna finish it. Well,
if you've gone through everything like that though, you are like the strongest human.
Yeah, and the biggest through line is that it's about Poon Poon, the main character, and his love interest Ayako, and the only person that's even close to as fucked up as Poon Poon is Ayako, his like love interest. I don't know. It's a really interesting.
Is she bad to him?
No, but no spoilers. Watch the Shiroberry video.
Okay. Is there an anime of it?
No, and it will never get adapted. The artist.
That makes it kind of cooler.
Yeah, well, you'd have to read it because it's. People say it's unadaptable. I think it would be super cool. I heard either Scamboli or
I think
Maskman say this, where he said it would be adaptable, but you do it in like a World of Gumball sort of way. I don't think you would get it because you don't really know Poon Poon. But Poon Poon is like this cartoon bird character that's put into like actual real life. So it's like all the characters are really realistic and drawn really realistically, and then Poon Poon's just like a cartoon bird. But he's like addressed as a human. It's just like I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, well. I just talked about Poon Poon for a little bit.
No, I think that's interesting.
Okay, cool.
I like storytelling in general, but
Okay, wait. Can I ask you about this?
Yeah.
So the way I'm structuring this video, and it'll be kind of cool because you guys will be able to see the video maybe after watching this, depending on when the video comes out. My video schedule's
I'll
pretty
probably
bad.
upload it today.
This one? Okay, then it'll be a long time. Subscribe to Chiroberry to find it though. But I'm filming it. After each time I finish a book, I like check in with the camera and I tell like what's been going on and like how I'm feeling about it and stuff. Do you think I should like edit that together, or do you think I should script something and then use like me checking in on the camera as something to call to?
Don't do every single session of interacting with the camera. Like, do most of it voiceover scripted, but like within the voiceover, you say like, sorry, I have to reset it. Within the times, say in the voiceover, I decided to check in with the camera after like every time I would finish my reading session, and then have it cut to a clip, like fade into a clip of you talking, like times you were talking about it, like I don't know, like make it kind of dramatic, but like does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, a little bit.
You could be like, it was starting to take a toll on me, and you could see this throughout the time I was.
Okay, yeah. See, that's what I'm thinking. So should I like write a whole review for it and use that as supplementary?
Yes.
Okay. I've been like fighting over it in my head.
Yeah, do that. This is the conversations that small YouTubers have.
I think Xander's editing that for me. Also, shout
That's
out Mr. Kip. Put him in the description too.
Okay. We should get Xander on sometime.
Oh yeah.
I just want to get like a lot of do you know? Have you ever seen how many podcasts Joe Rogan and stuff have?
Like thousands.
A lot of these people have like 1,000 or more.
Yeah.
So like, why don't we there's no reason we can't record once or twice a week and have someone on, like have just conversations like this, like.
Yeah.
And with a podcast, there's no amount of talking that you can do. Like, we can talk about whatever we want. That's the point of it.
Yeah.
It's like unlimited content.
I think it
And
might
it just
be
like
interesting
digs
to
deeper
try
into
to
how we think.
try to find other small YouTubers in Utah.
Yeah, and it's small creators. That's why I like the hyperpop and stuff. Like,
yeah. What about your tattoo friend?
Yeah, we'll get her on. Yeah, she's starting to make YouTube videos.
Oh really?
I got her into YouTube.
Where is she still? Is she around? I want a tattoo.
I'll call her. She's on a trip. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you care if I shit?
You can shit.
We keep doing like intermissions. It's probably so not entertaining.
So jumpy.
So jumpy.
All right. How deep you willing to get on this bitch?
Anything. I don't care.
Tell me about your childhood, your parents.
Dude, people always think that's like sensitive, but
I mean, I don't. I just it might be heavy for the viewers.
Oh yeah, it's like a warning in the beginning of the podcast. Okay, so like, do you want me to start with like when I didn't like why I'm not with my parents?
Yeah.
So
I don't even know if I know this. I feel like I do, but
I might have told you parts of it.
Yeah, I think I've only heard parts.
Dude. So, oh my god, my mom was like bad. But so let's start back to like why my mom and dad are like drug addicts.
Yeah.
And like why they lost custody and everything. So my mom met my dad in high school, and my dad, I think my grandma was like very lenient. Like, she would like allow my mom and like her kids to do whatever, you know, like leave the front door unlocked type of household, like that kind of lenient, like come in and out whenever, you know?
Yeah. Because
there was like 6 kids. And so she could just do whatever she wants. And I think because of that, like being lenient, my dad was like a confident person, but also was like a bad person. So like, so she met my dad, and they were really close and like, you know, like obsessive, like codependent. And like I think for a time he lived with us. And then after he moved out of my grandma's house, you know, he started doing like meth and like before he smoked like cigs and stuff. And, like,
wait,
smoked
this was
weed
still when they were in high school?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so he started doing meth, and then I think my mom did it like once or twice before anyone knew, or before she got like addicted and like moved out, sort of thing. Like she just did it once here or there, and then she moved in with my dad, and so, and then by this point, I was born, and so was Talon.
So you
before she got addicted, but she only did like once or twice.
Were you born when she was in high school?
I was born when she was like 18 or 19.
Oh, okay.
And then Town was born like right after that.
Okay.
2 years after. So, like a year and a half. So basically, she was decent to me. Like a decent mother. Not really. Like still like kind of treat me like shit. Like not like know why I'm crying sort of thing, you know? And then she, once Town was born, she started like going off the end and like was like getting into meth and like had like coke and like meth in her drawers and shit. And like what like Talon, she like wouldn't take me or Talon out of our baby carriers like enough to the point where Talon's head was flat.
What the fuck?
He would lay back so much that like babies' heads are soft, you know.
Yeah.
His head was flat on the back.
What the hell?
Like that's how much like he was in the baby carrier. And then like our dad was like, there's like a story my mom said, or not my mom, my grandma said, of like him putting like the baby near the exhaust pipe. Like we didn't realize that like Talon was like he put Talon out, but, like it was right where the car's like exhaust was coming out.
Jesus.
Like
Christ.
he like really fucking retarded and like not self-aware. Like would do things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so one day, this is where she lost custody. She hired a babysitter. No, like the babysitter was like drugged out too.
Oh, God.
And she was going to party, and I think our dad and her were like starting to split off. And then somebody called the police because they like knew like what was happening. And then the cops broke in and found like drugs in the drawers of like the bathroom. And then they took me and Talon into custody. And then me and Talon were supposed to go to separate homes.
Oh, what?
Separate
Really?
orphanages, like or not orphanage, like foster homes. And but my grandma fought for like 2 months to try and get us, and she won. And I don't know why it was even like a competition.
So
like,
don't you have a third brother?
Yeah, Keegan, and then Keegan was born later, like 2 years after.
Like
Talon.
after the cops came in?
after everything.
Oh wow.
And then like quickly lost custody of him too. I don't really know the story fully with Keegan, but then my other grandma won custody of Keegan. So Keegan grew up without us.
Okay.
And then but we grew up with Noah, my uncle.
Yeah. Jeez. So she didn't do anything to you besides just be kind of like stupid.
Yeah.
And had drugs.
Wasn't like abusive.
And I mean, still, that's like terrible. But she didn't like beat
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys,
yeah.
right? Okay.
But Talon was born premature because of the drugs.
Oh shit.
And like 6 weeks early, and like he could have died.
Fuck.
And so he was like in an incubator type thing. And yeah, he survived, luckily. And he's not like just like retarded or anything. Like he's lucky.
Well.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know about that. But yeah, we're pretty lucky.
What about like with your grandma? How's growing up with her? Since you didn't really.
I'm making a documentary about my grandma, but I will talk about that like not too like detailed or whatever. But she does have bipolar disorder. I feel like she was really good at like, but started getting like worse, like emotionally as like we got to like our teenage years.
Yeah.
And then she started taking like bipolar meds and shit. And like when she wouldn't have them, she'd always eat like shit. And I feel like that is a big part of mental health. Like she's not as crazy as she acts sometimes. And that's part of her diet. I really believe strongly in her diet is like fucking her up. Cause like we'd like give her a real meal here and there. Like she wouldn't really like, she'd cook, but she wouldn't really. She was like, just kind of like, do your thing. Like I said, with like our mom.
Yeah. Do you think that's a problem? Like letting the kids do their own thing?
Yes. Well, no. Well, partially. I don't know. There's layers to it. Like,
okay. You
should let them do whatever they want. Like, because that leads to fucking meth head mom.
Yeah.
But she started getting worse, but also like, you kind of understand her. Like the older I get and the more aware I am, like I can understand why she would think and feel the things she did, like why she would act certain ways, like fear of abandonment. Like she wouldn't want us to leave the house a lot at a certain age because she started getting like scared of being left alone. Yeah. The older we got, and so she'd like act like crazy if we'd want to hang out with friends and shit, and like, but it's because like she had 2 divorces. They both cheated on her.
Fuck.
And her family was like molested by her dad. All of them.
What the fuck?
And they were born in my great grandmother was born during that was during World War II. So like fucked up like polygamous type fuckers, like crazy bitches, and they're from Denmark, and it's like literally insane. And like Talon hates my great grandma. Like
Really?
I hate her too, but I don't like think about her enough to hate her. You know, like, I don't like care about her. Like, but like Talon like hates her like die bitch.
Does he know her?
Yeah, well, he Talon's heard more about the molesting stories than I have.
Oh, that okay, yeah, okay.
And yeah, so like she was like she was fucked up mentally, but like honestly, she's smarter than and like more aware than she should be for someone who's gone through as much like PTSD as she has.
Yeah.
But yeah, growing up was
it
was like we honestly were spoiled in terms of like material objects.
Really?
Like the new Xbox, we'd get that.
Oh wow.
Like new TV, but we were on welfare. Like, so I don't know. I guess that's why she had money for things like that. And so we'd have like food stamps, but we didn't have like a healthy diet, and I wish we did. Like I had to like train myself to do things like cook and stuff now. And like I guess that parts of it show up throughout this, eating shit like this. But for the most part, I feel like I ended up better than a lot of people would in my situation. Like people would be like, oh, like my parents are here, like time for drugs.
Yeah, it's
like I have ambition and like I'm really motivated and really happy and like I think way larger than my upbringing.
Yeah,
way larger. Like
your come up could have easily been straight to the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you could just been like fucked up bad from that, and I'm pretty hyped that you're not. So.
Yeah, me too. And Talon too. Like we all were good. I think that was from
Talon's
Noah.
Doing great. You're doing great. Everybody, yeah.
Noah rooted like this like seek deeper, like look larger than life like mentality.
Oh, okay.
Like
so you attribute that to like
yeah,
big bro.
And
big,
like
big
Noah,
uncle.
yeah, Noah could have been fucked up too, but he's like, I don't really care about college, but he has a 4-year degree and he's going for his master's and he makes like over $100,000 a year.
Nice.
He's doing good.
Yeah. Shit.
Let's restart this. Okay, next question for you.
What would you rate my question? Pretty good?
That was good. That was solid. Yeah.
Drop a like, guys.
Drop a like for method parents. Do you ever want to get into working out?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. God damn. Okay, so right now I'm like hyper fixated on two things. YouTube and Smash. I practice Smash every day and I work on some sort of aspect of YouTube videos every single day. And I'm just like, I've neglected like cleaning my house because of it. Yeah. I've neglected working out. I don't eat very well because of it. I just want like, I think I do need to integrate more like actual normal fucking things into my daily routine. Because it's just like, go to work, come back home, work on video stuff or Smash stuff, go to bed, repeat. Like that's my life right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, I that's what I cleaned today, like my room and stuff. Nice. I have the same problem.
Yeah.
It's like so obsessive that like you neglect like basic needs.
Talon went pee in my house when I can't. Nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
Illegal content in this video.
Okay.
But yeah, he came over to my house and he was like, "Okay, I gotta pee," and I was like, "Okay, cool." So I went pee, and then we left my apartment. We were going out, and when we were out, he was like, "You should clean your house." I was like, "Fuck you."
I've never had to answer that.
Yo, my house is awful. Like probably the worst.
It.
I should, but it's so much work right now, and it would take away from like me working on my videos.
But don't you think it would make you have a clear head to work on it better?
I don't feel like it really. I'm used to my house. But like
the clean house is the best like mindset.
I guess so.
Believer. It feels nice in here.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, your house? No, your house is great, especially compared to mine. I'm just saying, like, I don't think I care that much about my apartment. Especially since I live alone. If I lived with someone else, then I would feel a lot worse.
That's part of why I do it, too. But, yeah, so you want to start getting into working out?
Yeah.
I did, too. But, like, sometimes I feel like I don't want to work out too much. I want to do, like, 2 workout days a week.
Why
Because if
not?
I do more than that, like I want 2 hour workouts days a week. So if I do more than that, my body's just sore. Like I'm even more like sore all the
But
time.
if you keep up that habit, then it's not. You don't get sore.
I go hard though. Like when I play basketball, like I'm sore for like 3 days.
Do you
Even
count-
if I get enough protein.
Do you count playing basketball as working out?
If you came, you would understand. It's like going on like a 3 to 4 hour hike.
Yeah, but that's like cardio stuff.
Yeah,
That
it's like
counts,
pure
then I work
cardio,
out.
and my thighs are sore, my arms are sore.
Okay, well,
It's exhausting. I also like lift. Like I'm just
Okay.
saying like, just like doing it too much like makes you just sore all the time. And like, I don't know. I've never gotten to a point where like I'm not sore.
I got like really
I
into
hate it because
rock
I always go
climbing.
hard as fuck. Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I got really into rock climbing and I was sore all the time because I went like
Those people are
3,
jacked.
4 times a week.
But sometimes it feels like a waste of energy from things like this.
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing for
I'm
me.
like, dude, I don't want to get back and be tired. Like when I could use that energy to stay up till like 2 a.m. instead of going to bed at 10 p.m. because I worked out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm in like shape regardless, like healthy enough. But, no.
I don't feel unhealthy. I just could
Yeah,
probably
exactly.
take better care of myself.
Yeah. Same. What's the worst thing you've ever said to anyone?
Oh, that's a reference to your video.
Mm-hmm.
Worst thing I've ever said to someone? It's probably on accident. I don't know. Let me think. Worst thing I've ever said to someone? I don't know if this really counts, but I recently realized that I was fucking bully in middle school. I did not realize I was like an asshole in middle school.
Oh
I feel like every person just like sees themselves as like normal, I guess, or like not an asshole. But then I was thinking back to it and I was like, I just straight up like bullied my best friend in high school. Or
How so?
Middle school or whatever. I remember one time he went to school and his shirt was really tight. like just like way too small for him. And the whole day I was like, bro, what the fuck's wrong with your shirt? What are you wearing, your like little brother's shirt or something? Like all day. I would not leave him alone. By the end of the day, he was like, bro, I can't take it off. I can't take my shirt off. Like you just have to deal with it.
And you just barely thought of it?
Probably like a month ago. But I feel bad about it now. I'm like, dude, I was mean.
That's not that bad.
It's not.
Talon did some real bully shit in elementary school.
I've heard some of the shit that he said. I've heard some of the shit.
Like shoved a kid's head in the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. What's the worst thing anyone said to you?
Well, what's the worst thing you've said to someone?
I told someone I wish they were dead.
Really?
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I might have said that too. But I don't know.
Well, it's like kind of like Disney Channel. Like, I wish you were dead.
I wish you were dead.
So you don't really mean it.
Yeah.
You can't. I did in the moment, but I don't.
Was it like you got broken up with or something?
No.
Well,
I'll never.
Homie munching, bro.
My grandma was really mentally abusive.
Oh, it's your grandma?
She was bad.
Yeah.
Everyone in our family cut her out because she was so like toxic. She would say shit like that daily though. So then when we'd say it to her, she'd like use it against us.
Yeah. That's rough.
God, I'm so emo.
All right, what's your last question?
What's the worst thing anyone said to you?
Didn't you already ask this?
No, I said something about being like homophobic.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't feel like people are too bad to me.
Nobody's.
Like nothing.
I feel like I've been gaslit before.
Gaslit? I don't know. You have a funny definition of gaslighting.
What do you think? What do you mean?
Just remember when we were watching the Sneeko video and you're like, that's gaslighting.
No, that's like light form.
Okay. Well,
There's got to
tell
be a
me
better
yours
word
then.
for it.
Tell me yours.
People like telling me like training me to think that like things I said were like toxic in the relationship, like making me think I was the worst person that I was, and like I know I like wasn't like treating them that poorly, and then they make me like think that I'm the problem. Like I would like go to bed like crying even though like I
Well, like, they also
and I wouldn't like vocalize that I was crying or anything, because like I didn't want them like I was scared to think that like for them to think that I'm even more toxic by expressing my emotions. So they made me feel like I can't express the things I feel.
Yeah, I guess that's like a hard line because you want to be able to tell like I'm assuming it's like someone you were dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you said. You want to be able to like explain like, oh, you said this thing and it hurt my feelings, but you also don't want them to take it too seriously. But you do have to say stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think just the way they said it was like make it like it was really just antagonizing, making me seem like I'm like a villain, even though like I wasn't. Like they knew intentionally I wasn't thinking like that at all.
A lot of times when that sort of thing happens, it's like they took offense to it, but never told you that they took offense to it.
Yeah,
and then
that's exactly what it was.
It like builds up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like bad communication, I would say. I wouldn't take it too seriously.
That was our biggest problem. Like she wouldn't communicate enough, and we like talked about that.
Yeah, I've been there.
Because I communicate, like I communicate everything. If I think something, I'm not going to shelter it.
Yeah, almost to a fault.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's times where I say too much. Complete polar opposites, though. Opposites attract.
Yeah.
That's all the questions I have.
Do you know how long we've been going?
Probably like near an hour or an hour.
Maybe we should cut it.
Yeah, we'll cut it. All right, Blunted 2, The Life of Small YouTubers.
What are we going to change the title to?
Contained. Well, I guess, should we?
Yeah, let's do it.
We have to make sure it's not a thing.
Blunted
we might
sounds
make
like
it
we're
contained.
a weed podcast.
Yeah.
When I guess you kind of do
I
sometimes.
smoked weed once.
Only once?
No, like this recently.
Okay, yeah. I've never smoked.
I never smoked weed and it's blunted. We'll probably change it to contained. That sounds sick.
Contained is cooler. And also you could do better logos with contained.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, well, blunted right now, but contained to be coming. Second podcast. We plan to have more guests on soon.
Let us know who you want us to be on this podcast.
Give us small YouTuber guests. Cool guy.
Subscribe to Shiroberry also.
Subscribe to Keyshore.
Okay.